So I do this thing where I decide I'm just going to work. I'm going to work and work and work, and I'm going to get all this work done. And I'm going to make videos, and I'm going to keep promoting myself, and just keep moving forward. But I do this thing where I start to work, I work so much that I feel kind of claustrophobic. But it's not about the painting, it's not about the act of painting or the work I'm producing. It's about the mess I make. And my unwillingness to take just a few minutes to clean it up. So I've been sitting, I've been working on my paintings over there, where my painting stands are set up, and it's getting more claustrophobic, and I'm getting nowhere, and the figures aren't right, and I can't feel them correctly. And I went to dip my paint in mineral spirits again, and then try and scrape out some dried up paint. Let me get my palette for you. Oh, it's heavy. This is the palette I've been working on. So I went to scrape some paint off, some colors, so I could start applying oils, but it looked like that. And I've been thinking for about a week, you know, you'll clean it later, you'll clean it later, you'll clean it later. And then I remember, if I don't have a clean palette and a clean working space, I really can't work. It closes my mind up to possibilities. So I've decided to take that few minutes and scrape my palettes down. My palettes are made of milk glass, they're milk glass slabs. I came across them when I lived on Cape Cod. I found them in a pile in a place I was living. And at first I thought they were marble slabs. And then one day as I was moving, you know, I went to give them away, thinking they were marble slabs. I went, and I said, that's milk glass. I can tell by the sound. And so I've had them ever since. I think I gave one of them actually away when I moved. But I love my milk glass palettes. I discovered a while ago, shortly after I found them, that, or around the time I found them, that Norman Rockwell worked off of milk glass. It's reasonably easy to clean. It keeps your paint from drying up quickly. You know, you're not just throwing stuff out all the time. And so I love them. I really don't know if you can even find them online. But if you can, it's milk glass. Okay, that's kind of gross. And what I do, this is not ecologically safe, but I clean them off with mineral spirits again. Sometimes I'll use acetone. Yeah, I'll use acetone. But mineral spirits does the exact same thing. So instead of buying 2 products, I buy one and clean. And after this, I'll probably sweep and vacuum, just so psychologically I'm freed up. Physically, I'm freed up. And then my mind can think a little bit clearer. Because I am super annoyed with myself over one of the portraits. And also my painting of the African American girl that's sitting up against that wall. I'm really friggin' annoyed. And today is my one day off for quite a while. I haven't had my first day off in 9 days. And I'm not sure when I'm getting my next one. So what I really need to do in our theme of self-care is take care of my space and take care of my little palettes that keep me moving. Not just produce, 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 which I'm struggling to do in my free time because I don't have a lot of free time. This is super important. This is as important as keeping yourself clean, as important as getting enough sleep, eating the right food and not eating junk food. If you're an artist, you have to keep your supplies and materials clean. So that's what I'm doing today, or right now, before I put on The Walking Dead, Season 7, which I just found on Netflix, and paint. Keep my head distracted while I try and figure out the placement of Christy's hand, which I just looked at, is wrong, and her face, the structure is wrong. Instead of obsessing over that and just spending hours getting it wrong, we're going to clean this. We're going to clean up our painting space. We're going to vacuum a little bit, get it all set to go. I wish I had an entire day to just clean the studio, clean the house, and then another, a couple more days to paint, but that's not my life right now. It's not the life of most people I know. But we've got to give ourselves this favor, give ourselves time to refresh not only our bodies, but our minds through cleanliness. That's my feeling anyway. I know a lot of people who don't mind a dirty studio, but I happen to mind. Look at that, look at how pretty. It's getting there. This milk glass is just phenomenal stuff. You can see the actual color of the paint on it. You can see how light will hit that paint. Look at that. I can't stand those palettes that they sell at the art supply store or the craft store with the little hole in it. I tried that with as a kid because I thought that's what you had to have as an artist. They drive me crazy, they're dumb. Sorry if you use one, but for me they're dumb. Instead, I've got this. I've got this beautiful milk glass. And if you ever visit the Norman Rockwell Museum and you get out to his beautiful, perfectly designed studio, you'll see his plates of milk glass sitting at his easel. Anyway, that's right now. I'll probably do a studio mate later when I've actually gotten solid work done, made more progress on Christy and Bobby, although I may go back to the African American girl. Or I might go pick up a couple new canvases and try something else. Anyhow, that's it. Ciao.